It was a warm and muggy start to the week. A lot of people have been asking, have we touched 90 degrees yet? The answer to that is, believe it or not, no. I'm going to put an exclamation point on that. It's going to be hot.
Go ahead.
And the mugginess is going to increase.
Perfect.
It's going to be all of July out there. That's definitely going to be that way this week. This is an unbelievable storm. This is our third consecutive night where we're coming on and telling you that we still have a Category 5 storm, and it's an incredibly healthy Category 5 storm. If this track verifies, very wet conditions for us and very windy conditions for us Monday into Tuesday. Look at the pressure. That's just off the charts. It doesn't get much lower than that 916 millibars. Long story short here, this is a very impressive hurricane. Your dew points tomorrow back in the lower 40s in the high country. That's pretty much phenomenal. Just look at the size of this system. We still have moisture off to the south that will continue to push to the north. But very strong winds at times over 70 miles per hour. You're going to get some trees down and certainly some issues with that. We do have that tornado warning right now for Stanley County just east of New London. This is heading up towards El Dorado at about 20 miles per hour. The entire southeast, hang in there, guys. Probably another 10 hours or so. And the skyline always looks fantastic, but you can just kind of see here, it looks a little bit misty. That's when you know it's getting muggy out there. That means dew points upper 60s to lower 70s. That's the moisture. You can actually see it on the cam there if you look close enough. All right, weather-wise, it was a wet day as a cold front moved across the area, but that'll bring us big changes over the next couple days. In fact, if you've been outside at all this evening, right now on our Mike Johnson's Hickory Toyota Tower Cam, the skyline looks fantastic, but look at these temperatures. Well below average for this time of the year. 51 right now in Boone, 57 in Charlotte. Low temperatures tonight back into the lower 50s, even some upper 30s to lower 40s in the high country. So everybody's talking about Irma, but just so you know, waking up tomorrow morning, it's going to be borderline cold out there. Definitely going to need the light jacket. Almost record low temperatures. In fact, I think we're going to tie it. The previous record low, 53. That's what I'm forecasting during the overnight tonight. So don't let that surprise you tomorrow morning. It's going to be cool. Satellite radar nice and quiet after the rainfall we had earlier today. The reason being, cold front has now moved through. Our friend high pressure will build into the area. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday look phenomenal. Lots of sunshine, temperatures in the 70s, low humidity, overnight lows in the 50s. It'll be nice and refreshing, our first taste of fall. But again, everybody talking about Irma, so we're going to get right to it. Right now, just still a well-defined hurricane here, one of the strongest we've ever had in the Atlantic, and nothing has changed from this time last night. It looks almost identical. The eye wall is still well-defined. The exact track continues to take it up to the west-northwest. Just north of Cuba, unfortunately, it's not going to make any land interaction. Great news for them, but it's also not going to help the storm weaken at all. Notice it's still a 5 or a Category 4 by Saturday afternoon, winds of 155 miles per hour. The key thing in the track here that no meteorologist knows just yet, we have to wait and see how this plays out, exactly when does it make this right turn? Right now, our best guess is it's going to be somewhere just south and east of the Florida coast, but again, the exact track of this is not in stone just yet. Please keep that in mind. As it does that, it'll be late Saturday into Sunday, then it will stay right along the Florida coast, but there is some guidance that suggests it'll be a little bit further off the coast, which would be great news for Florida. Again, this is not in stone. This is still 4 or 5 days away, but our best guess right now has it off of the Savannah, just north and east of Jacksonville, Florida coast. This will be Monday afternoon, winds still of 120 miles per hour. Some of the models after this point, this is where they start to diverge. Some want to pull it back into western side of South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia. A few of them still want to hook it off to the east. Our best case scenario would be it hooks to the east. It wouldn't be quite as bad, but regardless, I still think we're going to get some serious impacts out of this. Right now, again, this is still 4 or 5 days away, probably 4 to 6 inches of rainfall. If it's closer, it could be a little bit more. If it's further away, it could be a little bit less. But if you know Charlotte, 4 or 5 inches of rainfall will cause some flooding. In addition to that, depending on how close the system gets, we could even see some tropical storm force winds. So the long story short here is nothing's in stone just yet. But please remain weather-wise, weather-aware over the next couple of days. You're going to have to, because Monday and Tuesday, if that storm gets close enough, could definitely be a rough start to next week. Tonight, 53 degrees, clearing skies near record lows again tomorrow morning. It's going to be fantastic out there. It's going to feel great. Lots of sunshine tomorrow. Borderline chilly, though, in the high country. Lower 60s for everybody else, low to mid-70s. The 7-day forecast, again, it's a shame the next 4 days are absolutely beautiful, but it's kind of ruined by the thought of Irma early next week. But I just want to stress enough. It's 4 or 5 days away. An awful lot could change. We know tropical systems this far out are very unpredictable. At this point, it does look like we will have impacts Monday and Tuesday, but keep your fingers crossed. If that changes, we'll be the first to let you know. Of course, Nicole will be in tomorrow morning on Rising at 4:30. She will have the very latest track of the hurricane.
All right. Thank you, Greg.